Welcome to Mrs. V's Reading Corner, where you can enjoy books for educational, fun, or even bedtime stories. Please take the time to like this video, comment below with how you enjoyed it, book suggestions, and more. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get all the new books that I post first. Prudie's Problem and How She Solved It by Carey Armstrong-Ellis. When is it time to find a solution? Prudie seemed like a normal little girl. She had a sister, she had a dog, she had two white mice, she had a mom and a dad in her own room at home. Yes, Prudie seemed normal, but Prudie collected things. Now, most kids collect something. Prudie's friend Egbert collected butterflies. So did Prudie. Belinda had a stamp collection. So did Prudie. Harold collected tinfoil and made it into a big ball. So did Prudie. All her friends had collections, and so did Prudie. But Prudie collected everything. She saved rocks, feathers, leaves, twigs, dead bugs, and old flowers. She kept a box full of interesting fungi in the bottom drawer of her dresser. She saved every picture she had ever drawn and every Valentine she had ever gotten. She saved pretty paper napkins from parties and kept them in her desk drawer. She had 614 stuffed animals in different unnatural colors. She had collections of ribbons, shoelaces, souvenir postcards, flowered fabric scraps, pencils with fancy ends, pink scarves with orange polka dots, old calendars, salt and pepper shakers with faces, dried out erasers, plastic lizards, pointy sunglasses, china animals, heart-shaped candy boxes with the paper candy cup still inside, tufts of hair from different breeds of dogs. She just could not throw anything away. It drove her dad to distraction. He was a very tidy person who did not like clutter. He started saying unpleasant things as he tried to mow the lawn. Prudie, you have a problem, he said. What do you mean? She asked, baffled. You just have too much stuff. Why don't we haul it all to the dump? He suggested hopefully. I don't have too much stuff, Dad, Prudie said. It even got to be too much for her mom, who did not mind clutter but could no longer navigate the living room. Maybe you could take all this to the thrift shop, she said. Surely someone could use this old mushroom. I like that mushroom, Prudie said. Prudie, you have to face your problem, said her mother. I do not have a problem, said Prudie. Prudie's little sister started putting together collections of her own. Uh-oh, said Albert, eyeing Evie's little piles of pine twigs and used toothbrushes. Prudie, how about if you packed everything all up and stuffed it into a rocket and sent it to Neptune? Yeah, that would solve your problem, agreed Arnold and Belinda. There is no problem, shouted Prudie. But Prudie herself found that she could barely get to her desk to feed her mice. She could not even get out of her room without setting off an avalanche of one thing or another. And then one day, while Prudie was walking home from school, something shiny caught her eye. It was a silver gum wrapper. I must take this home for my shiny things collection, she thought. She ran home and tried to squeeze into her room. Something started to happen. The walls started to budge. The door started to strain at the hinges. The pressure was building higher and higher. The room exploded with an enormous bang! Bits and pieces of stuff flew everywhere. Holy smokes, said Prudie. I guess maybe I do have a little problem. For 6 weeks, everyone pitched in to gather Prudy's gathered collections. Now what, Prudie? Said her family. Now what, Prudie? Said her friends. I'm working on it, said Prudie. Prudie looked around for inspiration. She visited an art collection. She visited a fish collection. She visited a rock collection. She went to the library to find ideas. At last, after many hours of scrutiny stacks of books, she came up with a brilliant plan. With saws whirling and hammers pounding, everyone set to work. The Prudie Museum of Indescribable Wonderments was an amazing sight to behold. Everyone wanted to go visit. Within a year, it was the biggest tourist attraction in Prudie's town. Look at that, Edward, said Belinda. Did you ever realize how many kinds of gem socks there are? I had no idea cheese rinds could be so fascinating, said Prudie's mother. Can I go to the gift shop? Said Evie. At last, Prudie's collections were neat and orderly and appreciated by everyone. Now she could sit back and enjoy the museum and all her happy visitors. But she could never really stop collecting. The end.